Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. Now, if you have an issue with doing so, keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Okay. All are welcome on the channel. All contributions are highly appreciated. Okay, I'm getting a download while I'm shoveling and trying to do that intro that is saying that when changes occur in your life, you have to move different. There is someone who is experiencing some kind of change. This could be a hobby, a career, or something that you do, and you are experiencing some kind of success and some kind of change in your life. And Spirit is saying that you're going to have to move different. You cannot be around the same people. You cannot go to the same hangouts. You have to be mindful. This is not about being in fear or having anxiety or constantly looking over your shoulder. Spirit is saying, and not to be cruel, common sense. This is the message. The ancestors coming through for somebody here. Use your common sense. You cannot be open with your life. You cannot be someone who wants to put a stack of money to your ear and get on social media and snap pictures and think that no one is not going to look at that and see that is to be advertising. And it's not about who's tough. It's about being smart and being wise and having longevity, being here, being around to enjoy life, what you are working for. If you are a parental figure, being able to enjoy your children, your grandchildren. This is not a competition, Spirit is saying. You're receiving a lot of favor and blessings in your life. And yes, you're happy and excited, and it's okay to be happy and excited. But you have to come out of the energy of wanting to show and prove to people. It's not safe, it's not smart, it's not wise. And if you want to be here to enjoy and continue to experience for someone that's coming through very strong, even as I was doing the intro, that you're going to have to change the way you move. You know, you cannot let everyone know your business, your plans, your next move, your finances, who's paying you, how you getting paid, what raises you get. There's someone who is just too open with their personal business. This is not to project any fear, but this message is coming through to save someone from being in a situation that they would regret. You are being privy to this lifestyle and being given these things so that you can enjoy them. But your ancestors want you to use your head. They're saying use your head and stop with the showing and proving. Showing and proving. I've heard that before, but I don't talk like that. So maybe you know somebody that say stop with the showing and proving. Like a show and tell thing. You know how in grade school, the kids have show and tell. Yeah, you don't need to take your money, get online and spread it out and let people see what you got. It's best to be private. It's best to be a mystic and keep people out of your business. Whether you're a millionaire, a thousandaire, whatever, air. Yeah, you don't have to show and prove. So maybe you know someone who talks like that. Maybe you have a passed on loved one that talks like that. Yeah, so they can see in spaces and places that we can't. So the people you are showboating to, look at me, look what I bought, people will see you. What needs to be seen will be seen organically. And when I say seen organically, not by you, people will see you. They will see your improvements. They will see your new clothes. They will see your new car. They will assume you have money and you not broke. If that's a big deal to you, but it's not smart. The showing off and giving people the blueprint, look at me, look what I got, come get me, is just not wise. And they're telling me to give it to you like that. So if you're mad, okay, this is about love. You ain't got to show and prove. This is about love. And so your spirit team loves you so much. They want you to calm it down. They want you to be more private. You're too vocal about your life, period. Too many people know your business. Too many people know, and they're saying something about your relationship. Too many people know about your finances, your relationship. Ugh, so much is coming through. Okay, where we going with this? So much is, okay, this card is sticking out. Yeah. So we got the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is material wealth. This is what we're talking about. Wealth, success, victory. This is comfort. This is growth. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be a millionaire. You could be a thousandaire. You could be a hundredaire. You could just be successful. You could just be happy. Collective, you need to be more private with your life. If you are in a relationship, whether you're dating, married, doesn't matter, you need to be private with that too. Someone is talking too much about their personal business. There are a lot of topics and discussions that, if it's that important to you to have a discussion, talk about sports, talk about a recipe, talk about where you want to travel to. But your personal business needs to be off the table. Spirit is saying the people you are talking to do not want to see you thrive and they really could care less. And they're taking your information and passing it along. You want to be mindful. With the Queen of Pentacles here, this is mature, grounded woman. Okay, so it's time for you to mature. It's time for you to ground yourself. High social status. So you're someone who could be very popular. Abundance, what we're speaking of. Abundance. You know a lot of people. You're well known. But there is a still. Okay, there is still a way that you can be private and not let everybody know your business. There's an energy present here that if you don't stop, you can find yourself in a situation that you will regret. They're not showing me what it is, but they're telling me to take my time and give you this message. There are people who do not want to see you on this throne, male or female. Once again, the people you are sharing all your business to, who you mad at and what you about to buy and who you did it for and who you did it to, they're taking your information and passing it along. Okay? Be mindful. It's another message of also hanging around people who feel like they have nothing to lose or nothing to live for. Desperate people do desperate things. People are looking for somewhere to lay their burdens down. Do not make yourself. I don't want to say that word. People are looking for somewhere to lay their burdens down. Do not make yourself a victim. There it is. There are people studying you and pocket watching you. There could also be someone coming around you because you're always giving. You're the type of friend or family member who always covers the tab. I'm picking that up. That's for somebody in particular. Take what resonates. This is not a personal read. Only take what resonates. But there is someone who knows that you're going to treat, and this could be just who you are by nature because you do have it. The queen has it. This is material wealth and abundance. The queen has it, plenty. Okay. So people know this about you. And so there could be a person or people, Spirit is saying, who strategically and intentionally, they hang around you and they keep in touch with you because they know you're going to pay the tab whenever you hang out, whenever you go out to dinner, wherever you go out for drinks. They know you're covering it. It can be vacationing. Maybe you cover all the hotel fares or the plane tickets or whatever it is. This read is very specific. So take what resonates, okay? And if it's not trips, it could be drinks. It could be anything, okay? Okay, if it is McDonald's, it could be the large fry. You're going to pay for the large fries. I'm going to go with the collective because if we go to Mickey D's, they're going to buy the large fry. you know? So, yeah, so put it where it resonates, okay? Metaphorically speaking here. So, vision. We have the King of Wands here. So, you're someone who has a vision. You have vision. You have abundance and material wealth, very grounded down to earth, but sometimes you're too outspoken with your personal life. And there is some jealousy energy around you, okay? And so this energy is this envy is increasing. The more you involve this person or these people around you, this could be a friend group or friend circle that you're constantly linking up with, that you're constantly getting on the phone, or when you see them, you're reporting your everyday life to them, what's going on in your relationship, who you're beefing with, who you got a battle with. Yeah, these people just know too much of your business, okay? Someone once told me you should handle different friends differently. I don't know if you ever heard that. Someone once told me you should handle different friends differently. That all friends ain't the same. Yeah, so folks are studying what you have. So it's up to you. It's up to you to make the change to start keeping your mouth shut when it comes to your personal business and your next move. And also, if you are treating whenever you go out somewhere and you're always picking up the tab, it's a good idea for you to also to stop that, you know, you know, ice that, cut that out immediately, if you're the one always paying the tab, if they say, oh, let's go so and so, oh, no, not tonight. You guys go ahead, have a good time. Not tonight, I'm staying in. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So this energy is present here, and they don't have pure intentions. And this could be people, and this is people that you share with. Like I said, you pay for dinner, pay for drinks, you're kind to these people. You may have did financial favors for these people, but just because you're nice to someone, collective, does not mean that they're going to be nice in return. Whenever you do a favor, you got to do it with the expectation of nothing in return. And with all this red out here, I got to point it out, with all this red, this is really pointing to you to do some root chakra work. Maybe you need to do some meditation, some prayer, some grounding, whatever works for you. But it's very important. Look how many times that root chakra is out here for you to recalibrate your energy. You need to do some cleansing as well. You need to make it a habit of practicing spiritual hygiene. Okay. Because there's some jealousy. There's envy all around you. And these people are smiling in your face. And yeah, they don't mean you any good. They don't mean you NT good, male or female. Okay. And so Spirit is saying you're not confused. You know who these people or this person is. And some of you have had some kind of suspicion that someone that hangs around you could feel some type of way. You may have been indecisive about whether or not you're going to cut this person off. This could be someone who has been in your life or been in your friend group for, a lot of years. And maybe you've been indecisive about it, but it's time for, the wheel of fortune is here. So you're moving forward. There's some kind of progress, and it's regarding your finances. So you're going higher and higher. And so, in life, everyone that we meet will not be with us to have every experience that we have. And in reality, it's quite impossible, if you think about that for a minute, to feel or think that everyone that you meet will be present at every award, accolade, or achievement you have in life. Some people come for a moment. Some people come for a long time. Some people may come in your life for a day or two. But these people will not be able to go with you with this wheel of fortune here. These people will not be able to go with you. So basically, you have to make an executive decision. You have to pick and choose on whether or not you're going to let this person or these people go, because their intentions of why they are around you aren't pure. Every relationship has a condition. There's a reason why people cling to other people, just like there's a reason why people get married, or, there's a reason why people choose business partners. There's always some kind of condition. It's the idea the exchange is going to take place somewhere, yeah. So what are the conditions of the relationships that are in your life currently? This is something for you to reflect on. And it's time for you to take inventory and pick and choose who you're going to allow to continue to be in your life and who you're going to just really sever ties with. Because this next cycle, they can't go with you. They can't. This person would sabotage, you would try to include them and they would sabotage your opportunity, Spirit is saying. That's for someone in particular. You tell them it's a white party, they might show up wearing orange or yellow, I don't know, or they might say the wrong thing around the wrong person. Put it where it resonates. So if you were to force these people to remain on your timeline, just trust and know there are repercussions. And if you choose to keep telling your business, they're saying your finances and information about your romantic partnerships, whether you're dating, married, living spouse, it needs to be private and off the table. That is no one's business. If you have an issue, give it to God, get a journal, or speak to your spouse about it, okay? But these people don't have pure intentions. There's a leeching energy, and with budgeting, with this Four of Pentacles here, they need to work on a budget and figure out how to grow their own wealth instead of watching what you have. Instead of being concerned with the collective has, and this could be tax money, this could be a pay raise, this could be a lawsuit, a lottery win, a bingo win, inheritance. This could be many things, okay? Either way, they need to grow their own money so they can go sit on their own throne. And instead, these people are hyper focused on what you have and also trying to figure out a way where they can intercept, there's an energy of some ungratefulness here. Some people who just aren't appreciative that you have been kind to them. Okay. Even if you have maybe lend them money or given out financial gifts, these people are not grateful or thankful for the help you have given them. Okay. Very specific read. So keep your business to yourself. If you are on social media, flashing everything you have and what you're doing, be mindful of that, male or female. Don't get too haughty and get too comfortable. We've had too many stories of people who got too comfortable because they say it's they hood. We are all here brawling space and time. They hood, it ain't nobody's hood. Don't get comfortable and be showboating and telling and showing everything. You're really just setting yourself up to go in the wrong direction. You're pulling in the wrong energy. And life is life. People have a time and a place for different moments in their life, but why would you intrigue negative energy? Why would you magnetize negative energy to come towards you? Why would you do that? It's just there. It's part of the read. The ancestors like, why? So someone has a very bad addiction with showing and proving, and the spirit team is saying you ain't got to show and prove to nobody. The wise one knows to be private. The wise one knows to let people think what they want to think. There is no reason to prove a point and show anyone anything. Okay? So the whole idea is for you to have longevity and to be here to experience life and enjoy the money you make. Enjoy your success. Enjoy your family, your children, traveling, whatever it is that you do. But you can't enjoy that if you are manifesting and you're pulling the wrong energy towards you. You really are. Okay. This concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.